The sun beat down relentlessly on the Spartan warriors. Their bronze shields gleamed brilliantly, reflecting the harsh sunlight. They stood shoulder to shoulder, forming an unbreakable wall of bronze and determination. 300 men, a small but formidable force, stood against the overwhelming might of Persia. It was a suicide mission. They all knew it, yet their resolve never wavered. Not a single man flinched. They were Spartans, trained to face death without fear. Death in battle was an honor, a path to eternal glory. Leading them was King Leonidas, a figure of unwavering strength and leadership. A warrior king, a man of immense strength and courage, who inspired his men to stand firm. His eyes, hard as steel, scanned the horizon, ever watchful for the approaching enemy. The Persian army was coming, a vast sea of soldiers. The air crackled with tension and anticipation. The clash of empires was about to begin, a battle that would echo through the ages. The fate of Greece hung in the balance, every Spartan knowing the weight of their stand. And at the heart of it all stood Leonidas and his Spartans, the embodiment of bravery and sacrifice, ready to make their stand, ready to become legends, their names etched in history forever. Xerxes, the king of kings, had come to Greece with one goal: conquest. His ambition was as vast as the empire he ruled, stretching from the Indus Valley to the Aegean Sea. He believed that Greece, with its fragmented city-states and internal squabbles, would be an easy prize. His army vast, 1 million men strong, or so the stories claimed. It was a force unlike any the world had seen, a tapestry of cultures and warriors united under his banner. He was used to victory. His campaigns had brought him glory and riches, and his name was feared across continents, used to crushing his enemies. Cities fell, and nations crumbled before his might. His reputation was that of an unstoppable force. Greece, he believed, would be no different. The land of philosophers and warriors would soon bow to his will. He had offered them a choice: submit or be destroyed. The Spartans chose defiance. Their defiance amused him. It also angered him. How could such a small force stand against his might? He would make them pay. He would show them the folly of their resistance. He would make an example of them. The world would see the consequences of defying the Persian Empire. He would break them on the anvil of war. Every strike of the hammer would echo his wrath. At a place called Thermopylae, the Hot Gates, a narrow pass, a place where numbers meant nothing, and courage meant everything. Perfect for the Spartans' defense. They would use the terrain to their advantage, making every inch a battleground. Perfect for Xerxes to unleash his fury. The clash was inevitable, the earth trembled, the gods themselves watched. The stage was set for a confrontation that would echo through the ages. The Spartans were outnumbered, outmatched, but not outmatched. They had trained their entire lives for war. They were masters of combat. Their discipline was legendary. They formed a phalanx, an impenetrable wall of shields and spears. The Persians attacked in waves, crashing against the Spartan lines like waves against a cliff. Each attack was repelled. The ground became slick with blood, the air thick with the stench of death. Days turned into nights. The Spartans held. Their courage was an inspiration, a beacon of hope against the Persian onslaught. But for how long could they hold? The enemy was relentless. Section 4. Anime Leonidas, Spartan Rage Unleashed. Imagine Leonidas, his eyes blazing with an inner fire imbued with the power of 1,000 suns. His every move is a whirlwind of destruction, his spear a blur piercing through Persian ranks. He moves with the speed and agility of a ninja, leaping over shields, dodging arrows with impossible reflexes. His Spartan Rage, a special anime-style attack, unleashes a shockwave of pure energy, decimating entire enemy formations. The ground trembles with each blow, his enemies tremble before his might. He inspires his men, pushing them beyond their limits. This is Leonidas, the anime warrior king, a force of nature unleashed upon the battlefield. Section 5. The Hot Gates Burn Anime Tactics for a Glorious Last Stand. The Spartans, utilizing strategies straight out of a tactical anime, set traps. They meticulously prepare the battlefield, turning it into a deadly maze for their enemies. Every rock, every tree, and every shadow is a potential weapon in their hands. Hidden pitfalls studded with spikes lie in wait for the unsuspecting. These traps are not just physical barriers, but psychological ones, instilling fear and hesitation in the hearts of their foes. Tripwires that send logs crashing into Persian ranks. The enemy, thinking they have the upper hand, suddenly finds themselves in chaos, their formations broken and their morale shattered. They use the narrow terrain to their advantage, funneling the enemy into killing zones. The Hot Gates become a death trap, where numbers count for nothing, and skill and strategy reign supreme. Their coordinated attacks flow seamlessly, one Spartan's move setting up the next like a perfectly choreographed dance of death. Each warrior knows their role and they execute it with precision and deadly efficiency. Archers, perched on cliffs, rain down arrows with pinpoint accuracy, each shot a work of art. Their elevated positions give them a clear view of the battlefield, allowing them to pick off key targets and sow further confusion among the enemy ranks. This is no ordinary battle, it's a spectacle of strategic brilliance. Every move is calculated, every action deliberate. The Spartans turn the battlefield into a stage, and they are the master performers. The Spartans fight with the heart of a shonen protagonist. Their determination is unyielding, their spirit unbreakable. They embody the very essence of heroism, standing firm against overwhelming odds. They fight for their families. The thought of their loved ones gives them strength, fueling their resolve to protect what they hold dear. Every strike, every block, is driven by the desire to keep their families safe. They fight for their homeland. They fight for glory. The Spartans are not just warriors, they are symbols of resistance and courage. Their legacy is one of honor and sacrifice, a testament to the power of unity and the human spirit. Section 6. History Reforged, when anime meets the past. The Battle of Thermopylae might seem like ancient history, but through the lens of anime it becomes something more, something epic, something relatable. We see the Spartans' courage, their determination, their unwavering spirit. By reimagining historical events through the prism of anime, we connect with the past in a whole new way. It's a reminder that even the most incredible stories can be made even more compelling, more exciting, more relevant, with a touch of imagination, and a dash of anime magic. So, the next time you think about history, don't just read it, experience it, reimagine it, turn it into your own anime epic.